biological male, now female. Whoa! Oh, can't grab the cage. That's... Oh, that big slam and that point you done. Whoa! And this one, Cheetah is tough. I have watched Cheetah fight several times. Cheetah is tough as they come. She's got to try and do more than just cover here, though. If she can push on the hips and maybe try to sweep, she'll come up on top. She just cannot stay underneath the floor.
In today's world of woke ideology, identity and boundaries are constantly being redefined. From gender to global governance, the rules seem to change by the day. Let's dive into the absurdities of modern woke culture and take a closer look at the circus it's become.
Mothers, fathers, armed forces veterans, fallen soldiers, women, patron saints all have one thing in common. There's one calendar day per year held in their honour, quite right too. There's always been a source of some confusion to me that simply being gay or part of the LGBTQ2+ community entitles you to an entire month. I'm of course referring to the holy month of Pride, which mandates 30 days of revelry in honour of, as I say, the LGBTQIA, my apologies to A's-2SL-plus community. I have no idea what half of that means, but I'm very happy for everyone to lead the lives they want. And admittedly, after reading that aloud, it all makes a lot more sense. Or does it? Clearly there's a day for every letter, but the serious point here is that this kind of enforced celebration of sexual preferences is, I think, becoming a little bit counterproductive. There are many millions of people, myself included, who couldn't give a damn what you do behind closed doors, or frankly, in front of open doors.
Wow, the beauty of identity today. I could wake up tomorrow and decide I'm a middle-aged penguin from Antarctica, and no one can argue with me because, well, that's just how I feel. The possibilities are endless. Who knows what we'll be identifying as a decade from now? Maybe we'll all be mythical creatures by then.
But I'm a considered comedian. I like my jokes to be accurate and my targets to be fair. So I was engaging these people. I was saying, why is it transphobic? And they were saying, it's about a trans person. I said, well, that's ridiculous. That's like saying a joke about Bill Cosby is automatically racist. It depends on the joke. But I was talking to them, I'm willing to learn, and I found out my crime was that I dead named her. Now, I'd never heard that term, before a day after the Golden Globes, and that was saying her old name and even acknowledging that she used to be a man. But she did. I saw him on the Olympic Games. It was decathlon. It was in everything. He was all over the place. Shot put and pole vault. He won a medal. He was famous. He was on telly all the time. But a big, famous man with a huge, I don't know, but I mean, I'm guessing he probably beats a...
First, they win gold in the men's division, and now they're winning Woman of the Year. That's what I call setting the bar twice.
I'm in a multi-adult family. There's 3 of us that are raising 2 children, an 8-year-old and my 1-year-old.
And how would you describe yourself? You were born biologically male, or how would you describe
I'm non-binary. Yeah, I'm non-binary, which means that I don't identify as a man or a woman, and I use they, them pronouns.
Okay, and your wife or partner, is it a wife? How would you describe your other half?
All of the adults in my household identify as transgender or non-binary.
Right, and you're only married to one, or you're married to both?
Legally married to one,
right,
in a relationship with another.
So the one you're legally married to, what is their name?
Bren.
Bren, and Bren identifies as?
A woman. Uses she, her.
And she was born a woman and remains identifying as a woman?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a woman.
Okay, and who's the third member of the setup?
My partner, Luna, who uses they, them pronouns as well.
And Luna is male or female? Or?
Non-binary.
Non-binary. And, okay, but you're not married to Luna?
No.
Okay, and you have 2 children in the house?
Yeah.
So 3 adults, 2 kids, a mix of pronouns, and a whole lot of non-binary identity. Sounds like a modern-day family setup.
Argue with woke people because I look like this, and I don't know who's gonna back me up, Because listen, I'm on board with 95% of it. They're like, Black Lives Matter. I'm like, hell yeah. They're like, future is female, stop Asian hate. I'm like, absolutely. They're like, all white men are scum. And I'm like, hey there. That last part, That hurt my feelings when you said that. And honestly, it's a little hypocritical given that and then I feel a warm hand on my shoulder. And I turn around and there's just a skinhead smiling at me. He's like, I hear you, brother. No one has it harder than the white man. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I'm back. Listen, I don't want you to hate me for being white, but I don't want you to like me for being white. Why are these the only two options?
It's funny how you can never predict where the woke train is headed. What started as differing opinions has turned into a circus of contradictions and absurdities.
Also, things you said about the trans community. You said this past October when they announced the Bud Light sponsorship that you'd go so hard on Bud Light in your next fight, they'll have to accept me or denounce me when they know what and will know what they stand for. Are you still going to use your fight time to kind of speak on that?
Here's the thing about Bud Light. 10 years ago, to be trans was a mental fucking illness. And now all of a sudden, people like you have fucking weaseled your way into the world. You are an infection. You are the definition of weakness. Everything that is wrong with the world is because of you. And the best thing is the world's not buying it. The world's not buying your bullshit you're fucking peddling. The world is not saying, you know what, you're right, chicks have dicks. The world's not saying that. The world's saying, no, there are two genders. I don't want my kids being taught about, who they could fuck in school. I don't want my kids being taught about, their sexual preference. Like, dude, this guy is the fucking enemy. You want to look at the fucking enemy to our world? It's that motherfucker right there, asking these stupid fucking...
So let's get real. Just because someone doesn't share your views doesn't mean it's hate speech. How about growing a thicker skin?
Hi, I thought you had some really good points, but I just wanted to ask you about hybrids and stuff because I'm here studying biology, and so we've learned a lot about genetic mutations and disorders and such, and there actually are hermaphrodite human beings where they have both ovaries and testicles, and that... I have it right here. It's actually a medical condition called ovotesticular disorder. And there are also other genetic disorders where people are born with XXY, XY, or just X or just Y and such. And while it may seem rare, there are hundreds of thousands of people born with this each year. And so going off of your fairy tale hybrid people, they do exist. And so I'm just wondering how that would play into your view of there being a spectrum of gender, because...
These are people who can get pregnant and also impregnate someone else?
Yes. Hermaphrodites, they have both ovaries and testes.
No. If such a person existed, that would certainly, I would not include that part of my next speech. But such a person does not exist. Now, intersex and now the genetic deformities you're talking about obviously do exist, and I expected someone to bring that up in the Q&A. I think it's a fine point to bring up. Two things I would say to that. Number one, that actually has nothing to do with transgenderism, because when when we talk about transgender, we're talking specifically about intersex people, then we would just say intersex. But with transgender, most of the time we're talking about men who they don't have any deformity. They are just straight up men, clearly. And they are identifying as a woman.
So, fun fact, no human can self-impregnate, not even with all the extra parts. Isn't that a wild revelation?
They're coming across the border every day.
A lot.
So about 10 to 15,000 a day. Do you think Joe Biden...
And they're all going to vote Dem.
You're okay? Can you say that again?
The illegals? Well, illegals. Yeah, they're coming here. They're going to vote Democrat, and we're going to win.
So you are admitting that you're admitting the border is a political tactic by the Democrat Party. Joe Biden is opening the floodgates of this country because he wants to hold on to political power. We've been saying this for a long time.
Proof?
You just admitted it. What is he doing to secure the border? When you have 15,000 people a day coming across your southern border,
who cares?
That is not a mistake.
Who cares?
But who cares? Do you believe in borders?
I believe that... No borders, no. One world government.
Oh, brilliant plan? Let's scrap all borders and have one government for hundreds of nations. Who cares about security or sovereignty, right? Let's just govern the entire planet in one swoop. If you're tired of the madness and ready to bring back some common sense, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more on Woke Watch. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and join the fight against wokeness.